Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to become a Tiger Fairy. It's me, Crystal BH10. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys something. Okay, a lot of people say, and it may be because I'm a Democrat in Texas, so I'm going to get a lot of hate. I'm aware. Okay. Just send it all over. I don't care. Just send it all over. Even though I do, like, I have my own beliefs, okay? And they're more leaning to Democrats than Republicans. It's just who I am. So, like I said, if you want to send hate, just go on right there. It's right there. You're not anonymous. But I recommend not to doing that because it will hurt me. I do believe that we do need Planned Parenthood. And to all those, you may think that's never gone there. It's all because of abortion. It's all because this and that. They only abort. They don't only abort, I'm sorry to say. They will help you get, like, let's say you want to be on birth control. They will ask what kind of birth control. There's a pill, the shot, the thing that goes straight into your vagina. There's a ring that goes into your uterus, I think it is. And like all that, most of these I think have hormones in them. And that's what I believe I need. Actually, is what I think. Yeah. So they just ask you, like, generally, like, what type of birth control. And I just said the pill. And the pill packet is a circle, and that's it. With obviously 28 pills. I had to go back the next day and get the plastic thing. So they just gave that to me and didn't really say anything. I mean, they don't really say anything in general anyways. Like, they won't say your name. They will always say she, or he. So that, like, the people in the waiting room don't know what they're actually talking about. So, like, over here, it's a super small town of 19,000 people. And okay, it's not super small because I know, like, there's a town in Texas that had a shooting that had 500 people. And it was a church, which I am a Christian, and I don't get why people are doing these shootings. I mean, the generation that's graduating, like the next generation, a lot of those people are not going to be able to get jobs. Or if they do, they're going to have like the extra assistance, and they're going to have mental health insurance. And that is because a lot of them are going to probably end up with PTSD because of all the shootings that's happening. Which is why, yeah, I do believe that people should be allowed to have guns, but they have to be, like, super checked and make sure, like, their whole life and their families got to be checked all the time. The families have to be checked, like, because there are people that are stealing guns and stuff like that. If you can't hear that jingle, 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 okay, if you do hear it, it's my dog going to her kennel. Probably to get a drink or even to lay down. Now, I personally go to Planned Parenthood. Reason being is, well, one, I was recommended last time I was here. So, and I was on the pill form. And so since I was on the pill form, I decided, and that's the only, like, birth control I know about. It's just the pill. I know about the others, but That's the one that I trust the most. Now, some of you guys might be like, well, you're putting hormones in your body. Well, okay. I'm sorry. I don't like the cramping that makes me stay in bed all day. I don't like being super tired, so I'm in bed all day. I don't like the migraines, so I can't be around light all day. I'm truly sorry about that. I mean, it's my body anyways. I mean, I should have a say in what I do with this body. I don't think the government should. Well, I guess, like, for me, probably, maybe just to try to encourage me, but, I mean, like, I'm not planning on getting pregnant anyways. So I choose to be on the pill. It's just a circle thing and stuff like that. What happened, okay? It was like 2 Mondays versus wanting to come up here. Come on. Come on. I'm trying to figure out what she's trying to do. Okay. I called that morning. Okay. Expecting to have to go in later that afternoon. No big deal. As long as I keep cool and stuff like that. She just chose to leave. So I called them. I said, hey, can I get on the pill? And they were like, were you here before? And I told them my last name, and they could not find it. The joys of having a hyphenated name. They can't ever find your last name. I just recently found out my electric bill is under the second part of my last name, not the first and second part. If you end up getting adopted or something like that, if you end up with your name hyphenated, it's just going to complicate stuff, but it's a risk. So, I was like, yeah, they couldn't find me. They found someone that could find my record from a few years back. They found it and they were like, okay, you can come in now and we can do a checkup. And then they just said that you can come in now. They asked if I could come in. I was like, yeah. And I was like undocked doing something. I think I was ratting on the game. So I had to finish that and then go and dock. Run back. Well, go and grab my bike and get the heck out of Dodge. Well, out of here. And run over there. And over there, they just made me take a pregnancy test. Came out negative. I know. What? She's not pregnant? So why haven't she been around? Last week, I had like severe dehydration issues. So like my body was trying to recuperate from that. I'm fine now. I might seem a little down, but if you check my Facebook, my Instagram, and my Twitter, and my dog stuff, you'll see why. I'm not putting it here yet. It will be later. But when I'm ready. But, so I went over there, okay, and they did make me do the pregnancy test and make me fill out the paperwork and stuff. And I did. Then I came back. No, they said, hey, can you come back at 4? I was like, yeah, sure. Came back home, went back on Eve Online, and I was actually on Sam, so it's like weird talking as a guy talking about their period or their birth control, but I was telling people about it. And one of the people over there was like, this is like super awkward. I was like, I mean, it happens. get our periods every month. And so later on, when it was 4, I get the bike inside because it was going to be easier. Brought the bike down, went over, and they did a pap smear, and that's it. And then they said, okay, here you go, here's your birth control. Yay, I got on birth control. I get the pill. They gave me only the packets, so it's like a yellow packet, but the pills are in there, and I circled, like, you know where you get the cold medicine, like the pill form of NyQuil, or it's somewhat like that, except it's easier to take it out. And one time I did actually take 2 because I screwed up. That was when I was younger, and like I was actually being pretty good on my birth control. Even though my adopted mom didn't think I was. Because I kept mine in and my sister kept hers in, and we were both on the same birth control. But I was like taking mine every day. And she was skipping, and I don't recommend skipping. Because you never know. And that's like a whole long story about like back when I was in foster care. But so I came back, they gave me the pap smear, and they just said, okay, here's the packet, no big deal. I was like, cool. Called them the next day, and I was like, hey, can I get the plastic case that goes with it? They're like, yeah, just come on in. I ran back over there, ran back up, and they were joking around. We were all joking around. And they were like, you must really like it over here. I'm like, yeah, I do. Actually, they're really cool. They don't care. I don't think they would say, like, the one that rides a bike, has this issue or that issue. Like, they probably just say she has this issue or that issue. You know, the girl. So, it's not hard to get on it. It really isn't, especially with Planned Parenthood. Yeah, I think if you're like under the age of 18, you have to have a parent's consent. Just tell them like why you want to be on it. If you're embarrassed to tell them why, just say, I want to be on this stuff. And your parents should sign it. I would assume. I know if I was a parent to a teenage girl, I should call it a day. They could even say it's a field trip, but if I find out that it's not, I talk to them about it. Not like harshly, but yeah. But yeah, I am getting back on birth control. My phone says like the 2nd is the good day to do it or something like that. So, yay. No, the reason why I'm on it, why I'm getting on it, is because the cramps are really bad. The migraines are getting worse. Last week I was dealing with migraine, but it might have also been dehydration and stuff like that. Like, I was dealing with a lot, off and on. And so I don't know if it was dehydration or an actual migraine, because they both feel really close to the same. I just can't, and sometimes I can't detect the difference, which is very annoying. Because then if I take Excedrin for a dehydration headache, that like basically all you need is to chug a lot of water. Then you're not treating the actual symptom, you're treating another symptom that it's not, so no action. And if it's a migraine, I just take Tylenol and chug a lot of water. Again, a migraine's worse than a headache. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to become a Tiger Fairy. And always remember, you can do what you set your mind to.